Okay. We have Anix and we have Ashley from Drip N Bodied. Would you lovely ladies like to introduce yourselves?
Yes, I'm Anika, one half of Drip N Bodied, and
I am Ashley, the other half of Drip N Bodied.
Well, it's nice to meet you guys.
One half of Twiice As Good.
And I'm the other half of Twiice As Good. And we're all here today to learn more about Drip N Bodied. So would you guys just tell us who is Drip N Bodied? What is Drip N Bodied?
So Drip N Bodied is two parts. It's a IV hydration company and a post-operative care company. So we offer a lot of IV hydration cocktails. Like if you're hungover, we got something for you. If you're feeling under the weather, we have immunity boost. We have a beauty cocktail. We have stuff if you're recovering after workout. So a lot of great IV hydration cocktails we have. And Ashley, you want to say about the bodied portion?
Okay, this is the fun part. So the bodied part is where we recover all of our clients that have cosmetic surgery as it pertains to BBLs, tummy tucks, fleur-de-lis, breast augmentations, rhinoplasties, everything and anything under the sun. We got you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Drip Bodied.
That's actually really cool because I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was just solely BBL. You know, and again, cosmetic surgery. So to know that you have cocktails and it's not only for BBLs, it's for the lipo and the boobies. I think that's so cool. It's just a well-rounded service. Damn.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that it's mainly BBLs because that's what's really popping right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've definitely done a whole bunch of other surgeries. It's just that BBL is just what's hot at this moment.
Y'all in Miami.
Yes.
Wow. BBL Central, the capital
BBL
City. But I definitely needed that hangover cocktail the other day. I'm still trying to recuperate from the weekend's outing.
Had one ourselves. We've had one when we were in Mexico. Ashley and I had too much fun. We thought the liquor wasn't real, so we were just this isn't real.
So we'll do that to you.
Yep. It was real. And we got found an IV hydration company there, and they saved our lives. So we got to feel what our clients feel like. Wow, we halfway through the drip came back to life.
Oh wow! See, I've never had an IV hydration before.
Until this company, I didn't know I needed it. But then when we were feeling it, we were like, we should have brought some drugs with us. We were like, we must can find a company in Mexico. And we sure did. They came to us in the hotel room. We read everything, even though it was in Spanish. We were on Google okay, that's what this is. Yeah, I want that. And I want that. And yeah, these cocktails, there's something else.
So how much do these cocktails sell for? Because how much do
they run? So ballpark from 200 on our most expensive right now is 300. The IV iron for people who are anemic or have a hard time bringing up their hemoglobin level. So you don't have to have surgery for that, but a lot of people, that's their main hindrance for getting clearance for surgeries, their hemoglobin. So we have the IV iron, which is 300, but then our other cocktails, they're around $200, like the Sober Me.
A bounce back, body snatched,
Bounce back, body snatched, hey, yes.
So what I want to know is, how did you guys start this business? Where did this come from?
For real.
It was all a dream.
You want to talk about it, Nika?
I can start it and you can finish.
Okay.
So cute.
So Ashley and I were both, before starting this, travel nurses, not just COVID travel nurse. We were travel nursing for years.
Okay.
And that's how we met, travel nursing. And I took a contract locally in Florida, which I hadn't done in 4 or 5 years, but child, they were working me hard. I was like, dang, Florida nursing is hard. And then because it was in the midst of COVID, a lot of things that were good practice wasn't being practiced, and I just didn't feel like I was doing no harm. A lot of things I was seeing, it was just wow, this isn't nursing, we shouldn't be doing this. And I was just burnt out, and just that assignment alone pushed me over the edge. And I was just venting to say like, I can't do bedside forever, you know, being in the hospital called bedside. It's like, I can't do this forever. It's not the same. Now COVID nursing is like just not the same as nursing was before. And then that's kind of how the idea came about, like, you know, bouncing it off with a friend. And then it was supposed to be that partnership, but then, you know, it didn't work. And then I was venting to Ashley like, oh, this is not working with this person who's been my great friend for years. And we're still good friends. Like I still speak to her to this day. And then Ashley's like, oh my God. And
that sounds like her.
That's conflict interest.
That's her. Yes.
When Anika told me this idea, I nearly fell to the floor. It's like I melted. I was like, yes, Lord, this is the sign I was looking for. Like, I was so happy. Kid you not, I promise you, like, it was like a week or like I don't know. I was coming up with cocktails. I was like, this is what our name is gonna be. How do you like this name, this name, this name? And I think Anika was just like, oh, this girl's serious. And I was like, yes, I am serious.
She's even sending me something called Pinterest.
Oh,
love
she was
Pinterest.
sending me like Pinterest with like, because we weren't supposed to be mobile at the time. We were gonna have like a physical location. And she was sending me like, oh, what about this color scheme and that? And I was like,
Ashley was on it.
Listen, I nearly fell to the floor. I feel like God answered my prayers because like we were just both burnt out. Like you guys both know, like Anika said, we were travel nurses for years. But like I was working in New York and like all these crazy hot spots. Anika and I, we worked in Texas and El Paso and McAllen and just the nursing side, it was just like, it was a mess. Like it was a mess. And Anika presented this idea to me right when I took a contract to come home. And this was right after New York during COVID. And like, even though I had a pretty good experience in New York, like a lot of my friends were going through it and just hearing all this stuff on social media, it was just a lot. So I always say like me coming from New York to Florida was just like my saving grace. And that's how Anika and I met. And a lot of people don't know this, but Anika and I started a business together 2 months after knowing each other. And a lot of people think that we're sisters.
look at Lacey's eyes.
When I first met you, we were like, gang, ain't nothing tearing us apart.
And it's till the death of us because we have a contract and we have to go through counseling and a whole bunch of stuff to, it's signed, it's notarized. I might not have the notarized copy, but it's out there in the universe.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, ever since then, it's just been so seamless. So it's something that was definitely meant to happen. And since it's happened, it's just been a beautiful journey. And we're just
we definitely put in a lot of work. Like we started this idea here in Florida when we were doing a local contract. Then we ended up going to Texas. Like we left that and took a contract in Texas. And at that time we were working 7 days a week, 2 weeks on, 1 day off, 12-hour shifts.
Excuse me, what?
And we were making this company. Yeah. So we would wake up in the middle of the night working on stuff together because we couldn't sleep. We were so excited. I naturally can't sleep at night. I'm up like 3 o'clock every morning. So Ashley, who loves to sleep, was up and we'd be talking at work in my AirPod with my little thing over. Yeah, girl, so what's happening? Hold on. Let me go save a life real quick. Come back and Drip N Bodied. After work, we're meeting up Drip N Bodied. Like at one point we were in Texas together, but in different cities. So we're in different time zones. And we made time every day to work on our business while working 84 hours a week. Like we took classes, we flew to Georgia after work, flew back, went back to work. It was just like, we put a lot of hard work in it, but it's like,
and it shows.
I wouldn't do it any other way. I'm sure everyone on my floor knew when the website was being launched. Like I'm pulling it up on every laptop, looking at different angles. It's just,
I'm just shook that you said Ashley sacrificed her sleep. That's what has me shook. Because when we travel, Ashley's the first one to be like, don't talk to me. I'm getting in my bed.
Oh, okay.
She was up hours in the morning with me. Like, yes, we were on it.
Well, and one thing I do know with Ashley is that she's very, especially you two seem the same to me. So I know Ashley's very determined. Like when it's something she wants, she's gonna go after it. So she will sacrifice her sleep. She'll do what she has to do, but she'll definitely go after it. So obviously you are just like this, and it makes sense as to why your business is flourishing, because it's really like when I first went on Instagram, I was like, I I'm mad I didn't think of this. I know nothing, but I think of this. This is, you know, like I could have probably found something. I don't know, but I'm just so proud of you guys. Like, it's beautiful. You guys are beautiful. Like, it's just, I'm just waiting, you know, like.
It's surreal. Sometimes like I pinch myself. I can't believe this is our job. Like, and then, okay, so when we came back home, we're like, we're gonna leave bedside nursing now. We're gonna focus on this. We're like, okay, maybe we'll get like a per diem job in the hospital while we try to launch. Girl, the hospital has not seen us. This has been our full-time job.
Oh, wow.
I think God is real. It's surreal.
Literally this month makes exactly 1 year since
February 28th is our,
like for me was last weekend. No,
So
yeah,
then
this past weekend. And I think Anika's would be this weekend because she came home a week after me. We have not worked in a hospital in exactly 1 year around this time.
and then our business launch, February 28th, is the first client we ever took. First post-op client, first IV hydration client, first massage client, because we do the lymphatic massage as well, all on the same day, February 28th. And it's just been,
yeah.
So that was like in 2021 or 2020? 21?
21.
We're in 22.
We're in 22.
So 21.
So definitely.
February 28th, 2021 is our first client we saw.
So we came back. Yeah, when we came back, it was like, okay, let's try to get our life together. Let's try to do a photo shoot. Matter of fact, the photo shoot, Anika was on a contract. She flew from California to Florida to be in Florida for like 6 hours, flew back to California to finish the rest of her shifts, and then came back to be in Florida officially. But like we took like a week or so off to get our mental together and to get our business together, girl. We were all over the place trying to like make everything perfect for our official launch, for our first client, for like everything, just trying to pretend and say, okay, when we go to their house or their hotel, how are we going to set everything up? Okay, we're going to put this on the table and it's going to look like this. Because if you watch our Instagram, when we take like videos of the table, it's set up that way every single time. Like it has to be like an absolute emergency.
It's very detailed. Very detailed.
Yeah, like we practiced everything. And those 2 weeks was just like, we were slaving before we started slaving with our clients.
That hustling, y'all were grinding. So wait, I have a question. So from that 2 months where you're like, we're going to be work besties, we're going to start a business together. How long did it take you guys to actually launch?
7 months?
I think we actually officially made our LLC like official September, September.
But we started the business like a month before that, or no, we were like had the idea. Okay, call from September, October, November, December, January, February. Like say a month before that, so maybe 6 months.
Okay. So 6 months, y'all truly grinded, hustle culture vibes. Ain't nobody gonna stop us.
Talk to pharmacies, like the whole
procedure manual. There's so much that goes into it. Like you need a procedure, a policy on how you're going to insert the IV, the angle, the this, the that. There's like so much that went into it. It's just crazy.
So what was the hardest part about all that? Like starting, getting the business to where it is, like
finding the knowledge, because we found it very hard. It's not like we could go one place, sit down and be like, okay, here's everything you need to know. We kind of just had to do our research. Went to Georgia for IV hydration. Went to Georgia twice. Went to Georgia another time for a lymphatic massage course. Finding a lawyer to look over our contracts. Finding a medical director. It's like we were just like, but we learned. Yeah. And I feel like we want to now. I know in the future we want to make it that people that want to start businesses like this can just come one place and get all that information, because we really had to hustle and really research on our own. So that was, I think, was one of the hardest parts. And then trying to think of like everything that you could possibly need, like kind of predicting, like, okay, I might need this, I might need that, you know?
It seems like you have to stay like on your toes 24/7. So how is that on your mental? Let's be real.
I've never dealt with anxiety before. And I'm like, me neither, but like, it's nerve-wracking. But I think we're getting so much better. At one point, we were working 7 days a week because we just didn't know how to balance. And now we take Sundays off. We don't see clients. So we're getting a better work-life balance. We both gained so much weight because we're not eating right and we're working and da-da-da. Now we're starting to eat better, exercise. So it's like, it was a big learning curve.
Definitely. Leaving that like 9 to 5, or for us 12 to 7 to 7 type of lifestyle, to like really ensure truly working consistently. You never really realize like how much more complicated it could be, because you can lose yourself in your business in the sense of like not eating right, like Anika said, like maybe not getting enough sleep, which I would never change not one thing that me and Anika went through, like those sleepless nights, us coming home late. I will never change that, but I'm not going to do it forever. Like Anika and I have made this conscious decision, like, no, we can't work after a certain time. We have to have Sundays, because Sunday is the Lord's day. We need to go to church. We need to get our life together. We need to clean our rooms. Like,
amen.
So it's just like, I would never tell anybody, oh yeah, you gotta grind and never stop. No, it has to stop at some point, because both Anika and I were at the heaviest like a month ago, and now that we're getting back into like our regular routine and eating better, it's just like, oh, I feel so much better within myself. So, but just balancing everything, we're working on that part.
So I'm guessing the hardest thing for the both of you has been, out of everything, just balance. Because people clearly forget that with the business. Like you said, grind, and that's what you see on social media, or maybe from our parents, like, no, you have to keep going, keep pushing. And then it's like, wait, but what about my sleep? What about my stress? What about my man or whatever? Like, I need time. So
I think people also forget that, like, when you work a 9 to 5, once you leave, you're done. You know, you go home, you go to sleep, you don't stress about it anymore. But with YouTube, with entrepreneurs, it's like, it's 24/7 go.
And even when like our workday is complete, if we have a client, we have overnight CNA staff, so we're not off. Like, we switch off on the phone. So if you have the phone that night, you can't be in a deep sleep, because if they call, you have to answer and be readily available. So like,
y'all are on call?
On call, yeah. Overnight we take.
Their bosses, Lacey, they have to be on call.
I mean, it's. I mean, you fall asleep, but then the phone is on ring. It has to be on ring and be able to wake you up. And again, probably 2 occasions ever we've had to get up in the middle of the night and, like, you know, attend to something. But typically, it's been good. We get through us.
So I have a question. You guys did say that this is pretty much your year anniversary. So yay, congrats. So how many clients have you guys seen in between, you know, that day and now? Like, I want to know, what is the key?
So, you can guess. Guess.
Okay, we should guess. Okay, let me think. Going based on your Instagram followers, all the beautiful videos y'all post, I'm gonna say like in the thousands.
No, you're too hot.
Too hot? Okay.
Too hot. I'm thinking. Oh, unless you're done. Are you done, Taylor?
Okay, wait, let me do one more. I'm
okay,
gonna go 500, so 700, around that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Your turn, Lacey.
I'm gonna go like.
Oh,
I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Can y'all see me now?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking like 350.
350. Well, damn. No, we haven't had that.
Well, no, Anika, I don't want to say that, because so as far as like clients that we have recovered from surgery,
Okay.
I haven't counted recently, but I know it's well over 100. But like the people that we have done drips on, iron on, I've never calculated that. So I feel like it could be very well what Lacey's
Like
saying.
hundreds,
But like surgery clients, definitely over 100. And it was over 100 before a year. So like, I think we counted at like the 9-month mark.
And it was
over
With
100.
those clients, we see them for like a 3-day span. So you can't, like, in a week, we'll probably have maybe 3 or 4 clients, but we see them throughout the week.
Okay.
So yeah. So definitely over 100 of this just surgery where we took care of them, but then we do probably in the 300s for like the drips and so forth. But it's only Ashley and I that does all the service. We haven't hired any other RNs as yet.
Good.
So,
Like, for your year, that's just amazing. And you're about to enter year 2. Like, I can just like, a lot of people are comfortable now with BBLs or just surgery. Like, people are doing that now. So you guys really got into this like at the perfect time, and I'm upset that I never thought of this. I'm upset.
I'm upset.
I don't think we could possibly see more clients than we see now. Like we see the most we could ever possibly see without expanding, like without hiring. We'd have to hire on more nurses in order to see more, because we can't split more.
Of course. So speaking of expanding, do you guys think you will take Drip N Bodied to other states, you know? Or is that, California,
Ashley,
New York, like, you know, like the surgery capital type thing of the US. I know Florida's obviously one, but like, do you guys see you, like maybe in the next 5 years, like just really, you know, boom, 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 boom?
Body in the USA. You know?
That's cute. You want to answer that, Ash?
Huh?
You want to answer that?
Oh yeah, oh most definitely. Anik and I, we talk about expansion all the time. Like if we were to highlight some of like our hotspots, it would definitely be Atlanta. Atlanta is a great place to have a recovery. New York, possibly California, and Houston, Texas, definitely. Texas, Atlanta, New York for sure, and then we probably would head over to the West Coast. So yeah, those are like our top places, like if we were to, when we expand.
There we go. Let's speak it out.
I believe you guys will. Like, again, this is such a great business.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys know or if anybody knows, but 99.9% of our clients are not local. All of our clients are from New York, California, Georgia, Louisiana, New Orleans, NOLA, where else? Let's say California. Like those are our top 5 like states where we get clients from. So if I get a client and they're local, I'm like, why are they from here?
Because if you think about it, if someone's local, they're probably like, oh, my family member can take care of me. Like that's what the mentality they have, versus you're coming like, I don't know where I'm going. Let me make sure I have, you know, good nursing and blah, blah, blah. So majority of our clients, 9 times out of 10, it's someone out of state.
So you're getting a lot of clients out of state, which is phenomenal. And I did not know that. So eye opener. So I would like to know, is like, obviously it's important that you cater and care for these clients who are coming out of state, you know, bring them the best experience. So how do you set up this experience? Like if Lacey's coming out for a BBL, take me through your customer care and the experience, because you know, I need to be a little thick, you know what I mean? You know, that's what I'm
So communication is like key for us. In our confirmation emails, there's a picture flyer with instructions, a link below, then below that, it's a worded thing with instructions of like the next step. And the next step include you scheduling what we call a pre-op call. It's a 30-minute call, which we usually do on Sundays because it's our one day off, and we just don't want to be in the middle of something and not be able to have that like good conversation with our client. Like today, I think we have 6 calls. So during that call, we go over their health history, we go over our consent packages, we go over their package that they booked so they have a good understanding of what they book and what to expect from us. We go over their supplies that they need. We answer any questions. So we really get to know our clients ahead of time prior to them coming. So that call, we usually tell them to schedule probably a month out, so they can get their stuff together. So then now they come to their pre-op, is usually the day before. We reach out to them and we send them a reminder text that we have to remind them of certain things that we went over in the pre-op call, stuff to do. Morning of their surgery at 5 a.m., we send them another reminder text of a few things that they need to remember now that it's surgery day. And that's how we communicate those things. And then we have open communication. We always tell them at any time, call or text us. Like if you have questions, you don't have to schedule another call and get a hold of us. So when our clients come, we're typically always on the same page. It's not like a surprise or anything. And that has come with time. Like we've realized that we have to have these calls because, oh, you don't understand what you need to bring. Oh, you don't understand you can't be in a little box to recover. You need space. And we answer the questions ahead of time. So I feel like that's how our process goes.
And believe it or not, like in the very beginning, that was always our process. But then we realized that maybe a few more reminders, and then we've also added in a few things like, okay, we can't just say this, let's elaborate a little bit more. So it's definitely a trial and error learning curve for us, and it's definitely made us better and stronger. So
Details matter.
mm-hmm.
Details matter, especially when you're in the healthcare business. Customers are like, well, you didn't tell me this, you didn't tell me that. Well, I forgot it in the update. So I think by you guys seeing that problem, having a phenomenal solution, and it keeps moving forward. But I kind of want to know, what have been some big issues that you guys have been having, or struggles or trenches you guys had to overcome in your first year?
Go ahead, Ash. I'll say one, and then you can think of the others.
Okay.
I think it's being assertive and not letting people take our kindness for weakness. We struggled with that at the beginning, and Ashley's mom, we titled her our manager.
She's phenomenal.
Their manager, but we just titled her that because mom has gotten us straight. We're like, girl, you cannot be doing that, because we're so big on customer service. I hate when I'm dealing with someone and I'm paying my money and I do not get good customer service. It's like I'm paying for this. So we're so big on it, and we at the beginning we wanted to make sure we not appease, but you don't want to leave a bad taste in anyone's mouth and so, and then some people do take that for granted and try to walk over you, and we've learned that. So now we're more stern with certain things, and Ashley's mom has helped us to get that backbone to be like, girl, this is your rule, stick by it. That's it. So that was definitely a struggle for us, being stern with certain things.
I had to think of another one. Like I said, the balance one, that one. I don't know anything really else, sister friend.
That's good.
It's smooth sailing? It's smooth sailing pretty much?
Yeah, I mean, we have hiccups.
That's good. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't come with problems. Like, besides the hiccups, but if you guys seem like two very strong women. You guys are two very strong women, so I'm not surprised that there isn't a big issue. You get what I'm saying?
And you guys are a Black-owned business, so Black Caribbean, because you're both a Caribbean, correct?
Yes.
Okay, a Black-owned Caribbean
Oh,
business.
wait, where you from, girl?
Jamaica.
Ooh, 3 Jamaicans and Lacey. Yay!
Yay! And Lacey.
Sorry, Lacey.
Listen, Lacey is
this
definitely
year.
Jamaican and Trinidadian and all these things by association. She
Well,
went to her
outfit.
first carnival and lived her best life last year.
Well, I saw. I was
Don't
like,
my boo
go
out.
ahead, Lacey. Shake your
I'm
thing.
having everything, okay? Everything. I'm trying to
Lacey
Bring
know
it
the
back a
songs,
little
the food. Don't sleep.
her.
black curry chicken with everything. Everything. So, I'm trying. But I feel like that's just, for me, I'm even like more proud of you guys because like Taylor and I talk all the time, and you guys know like Black women in America and our stigmas towards us is just so negative. And it's all like you two doing something in medical, because in medicine, helping other people and being successful with it. Because y'all the real nurses in Miami. So it's like,
Oh, hello.
I love that.
isn't it? So I just want to say congratulations on that part. And is that being a Black owned business, like how do you guys feel about being a Black owned business? Like, do we think about these things? Like,
Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a dream. It's surreal. Like, it was an idea we had a year ago, and it's working. It's amazing. It's just I really feel like we're gonna build this business to be something that definitely can break generational curses for our families and future to come. So it's definitely something I believe. I can't imagine myself doing anything else. Prior to Drip N Bodied, I had another plan for where my career was going, but now it's like, what else is there but Drip N Bodied? So it's like, it just feels so great.
Oh, and the name is super catchy too. Just putting that out there, like Drip N Bodied, Drip N Bodied, Drip N Bodied. Like,
you're not Drip N Bodied? Girl, I'm gonna Drip N Bodied this weekend. Like, come on now.
Like, it's catchy, it's cute, and then I just think it just, you two together is just delicious. Like, that's the best word, delicious. So, like, yay. That's great.
So, fun question I want to know is if you could go back Like, you know what you know now. If you could go back and tell old Neeks, old Schlee, you know, this was gonna happen, what advice would you give yourself?
I have one.
Okay.
Delegate and delegate early. I feel like at the beginning we still wear a lot of hats, but we wore much more than we wear now. And we've hired a few months ago like a coordinator in a sense, and she's really taken off some big weight off of us and doing certain things that we would have done like paperwork type stuff. Delegating would be something. Maybe we would have hired her early and we would have had that in order. That's one thing. That's all I can think of right now. You, Ashley?
I'd like to go back to the assertive thing. That's definitely something that was a learning curve for us, because Anika and I were both so like, oh, we're so nice and da 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 da. But like I said, people will take your kindness or weakness, and we definitely learned to be like, no, this is in a very professional and respectful manner. Like, no, this is how it needs to be done. Just because we end up working so much harder if we don't. And the goal is to work smarter, not harder. I don't want to slave. You know what I mean? I love what I do, but I don't want to make my job harder than what it needs to be. So definitely need to be assertive 100%.
That's understood. And that's really good. So with advice, especially, what advice do you want to give to other people who are actually starting a business? It doesn't have to be, you know, like what you guys are doing, but, you know, like, what would you tell them, like, from start to finish? What should they, not necessarily what should they do, but what should they expect? You know, like, what advice do you have?
I would advise whatever businesses that you decide to get in, you have to have a burning passion for it. Okay. You have to. Totally. Because I feel like the things that Anika and I do, have done, and will continue to do comes from just passion on the inside. I feel like a lot of people start businesses because it's like, oh, it makes good money. So, but then you're making money, but you're giving half-ass work. And I don't feel like that's fair to the person on the receiving end. So I just feel like having passion and truly loving what you do, because no matter what, I mean, in school we hear this, oh, if you choose something, a career, it's not going to feel like work. What's that quote?
If you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work.
What you do, yeah. If you love
right, like I don't feel like, oh my God, I'm ready to clock out. Of course, Anika and I get tired, yes, but I don't feel like, oh my God, I just can't, I'm sick and tired. I can't wait to leave this client. Like, I love every single one of my clients. Not every client is like the most perfect, but I still love every single one of them, you know? And I just feel like just because I have that passion and drive, and Anika and I love to educate and just tell them everything that they need to know about BBL and tummy tuck and cosmetic surgery and health. It's just like, it just makes our job so seamless. It makes it so much fun. Like, work is fun. Like, I love what I do. Like Anika said, I can't imagine doing anything else. Otherwise, I'd probably hate it.
Yeah. I would say writing like a goal and realistic expectations, because you might have all these ideas, but if you write it out and really set a good timeline and just know that it's going to require a lot of work, I feel like you get what you put into something. So if you don't put in a lot, it's not going to be as great. It takes real work, blood, sweat, and tears to get what you want. Nothing in life that's good is going to come easy.
Love that. And that's very sound advice too, because I think a lot of people struggle, like, they have an idea and they have the passion, but like, how do I put it, you know? And I'm very big on writing. Like, I'm very big on intentions, manifesting. I'm very big on that. And clearly, y'all are doing the damn thing. So
I'm proud of you guys. I'm very proud, and I love to hear these things. What I'm going to challenge you guys to do in your own time, when you do have time, because you guys are busy ladies, I just want to know, like, because when you start a business, a lot of people don't know the proper resources to go through, right avenues. Some people don't even know how to fill out a sunbiz. So, you know, a lot of people don't. That's one of the biggest hurdles with a lot of people, like, have the idea, have the passion. It's like, I don't know how to create a sunbiz. How much does a lawyer cost? I don't have these upfront costs. So I would love to hear, like, you know, if you want to write it down one day, just message to me so I can let our followers know. It's like, what resources can you provide to our community, so if they want to start their business, they can be like, oh, well, they watch this YouTube video to start their sun business, maybe that can help me.
Oh,
If you guys be willing to do that. If you know it right now, you want to spit it off, that's fine. But if you guys want to write a couple ideas down about how, we can take what you guys are giving into our community, that'd be phenomenal.
definitely. We can do that.
All right, perfect. All right. Well, I'm good. Taylor, are you good?
I'm great. Like, I learned a lot. It makes me want to book a Drip N Bodied appointment.
Drip N Bodied to go. I'm about to be in Florida. Like, yo, Ashley, can you refuel my electrolytes? Like, does it come in leafy green colors? Like, what can I get?
A massage? I didn't do anything, but let's just move around my fat a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Well, I just want to say thank you, ladies, so much for taking time out of your busy day to talk to me and Taylor and our viewers about everything. We appreciate it. You guys are a beautiful Black growing business, and we just want to be here to support you guys.
Yeah, and we're super proud. Like, Neeks, this is my first time meeting you, but bitch, you're doing it. Ashley, you're doing it. Like,
Bitch, you doing a good job.
Good job.
yeah, but like, this is just, ooh. And I haven't spoken to Ashley in a while, so it's just so good to see you.
I
And
know.
let's do better at texting each other and answering.
We got to figure that out.
Oh. Did you guys have anything for us at all? Any thoughts? Any wrapping up things?
I do want to say that I think this Zoomcast is an amazing idea that you guys have going on, because I feel like a lot of people that are interested in certain businesses, they can learn a lot from this platform within itself. And I think I want to thank you guys for even considering us. Like, I really appreciate it. It's really nice to just talk about ourselves, to reflect, because I don't know. I like a lot of the things Anika spoke about just now. It's like, damn, we really did that shit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really nice to reflect and think back on how much we have grown in this short amount of time. So, but thank you so much for having us. We really appreciate it.
No, thank you guys for being here too. And thank you guys again for being here, period. So thank you.
You are helping the community by just being you and doing a phenomenal job consistently. So we're proud.
That part.
Yeah.
Well, y'all beautiful ladies. I'll see y'all later.
All right, bye guys.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.